a reissue, but an odd little reissue. The Nightmare Before Christmas 3D. Now, Nightmare Before Christmas is the Tim Burton movie, because he didn't directed by Henry Selick, and it's a fantastic animated tale, which you may well have seen already. You've seen it, haven't you? Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, but not the 3D version.
No, but you've seen the original film.
Years and years ago.
Using the new Disney 3D animation technique, which was... Chicken Little was released in this 3D version. There was a 3D version of it. And there's also some of it in... There is a 3D version of Superman Returns, although as far as I understand, it's not all of Superman Returns is in 3D. But what they've done with this is they've taken the original film, which is just a flat, stop motion film, and turned it into 3D. And I'm going to have to read you this because I didn't understand it. Starting with the blah, 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 blah. Automatic tools were used to replicate the original film's camera motions. Sets were turned into digital models, and a crew of animators was recruited to hand animate the CG characters on a frame-by-frame basis so their digital doubles matched the original camera photography. Once the geometry was forged for the sets and the characters, special effects artists used the computer to map the original film image directly onto the CG animated geometry. Then the virtual camera shifted slightly to the right, recorded a new camera angle for the right eye.
Right.
It's a lot of bother.
Does it work?
Well, funnily enough, the 3D is fairly convincingly 3D. I mean, certainly I've seen a lot of 3D films, right from House of Wax. I've never seen Buona Devil, but I've seen... we programmed a bunch of 3D ones in the horror season that we did at the NFT. We did that, and Friday the 13th 3D, and of course Andy Warhol's Flesh for Frankenstein, which is the absolute uber 3D text.
Where the liver quivers in front of you.
That's right, yes. In order to
It's not as good as that, is it?
To know life, Otto... Yeah, but I'm not going to finish it. Well, no, it's not as good as that. And here's the funny thing about it. Even though I looked at it, I thought, this is very convincing 3D. They don't make a huge big thing, but at the very beginning, a pumpkin head comes out of the screen and literally hangs in front of you in the same way that if you ever saw Jaws 3D, the opening titles came right out of the screen, and the rest of it was just a bit fishy. That's all it was. Well, in the case of this, there is a big 3D effect, and then the rest of the movie, it's just The Nightmare Before Christmas. Yes, it's in 3D. Did it really make any difference? Honestly, no. And I do think that in the end, 3D is not the next step in cinema.